Welcome to Million Mile Oracle. I'm Tamara, and this channel is all about intuitive guidance, energetic insight, and messages to help you navigate life with clarity and intention. Today we are doing a sacred geometry read. I'm going to use Metatron's cube, and we will connect to some messages from the angels. I channeled some messages before this reading, and we'll start with those channeled messages. The song lyrics came through. I got some drink in my cup. You could have recently purchased some tea, or you could be drinking tea right now, or there could be some piping hot tea about you, or something going down about you that might be the tea, or you might be spilling the tea to somebody else about something that's going on in your life, or to the people that you know. And I also just feel called to say that if somebody's watching this video like 20 years from now, that the tea, we're currently using this phrase, the tea, to talk about like hot news or gossip in 2026. So you could be creating something that's going to last for generations. This things could be finally turning around after a lot of turmoil. You could be planning on getting your hair done, or you could be at the hairdresser getting your hair washed right now. This could also be a call to clean your thoughts, maintain positive thoughts right now, protect your crown chakra, or just be more observant about the thoughts that you're having because you're manifesting rapidly right now. You could have people checking up on you, making sure that everything is okay, or trying to catch up. You could have seen a rainbow recently, or rainbows could be significant. You could be experiencing more peace and quiet. You could have done a deep clean of your home and really noticed a change in the energy. You could have a relationship that needs mending, but you are seeking guidance on the best way to move forward. The song Please Don't Go by Tank also came through. Please don't go. That song I cannot sing, but you might want to look at the lyrics. The lyrics to that song could be significant. Somebody could have done you wrong, and now they want to rush back in to keep you from leaving, but it's too late. They could be feeling like what they did wasn't worth it because now they're alone. You could also find that your energy is kind of scattered right now, a lot of thoughts on your mind. So that kind of points back to that crown chakra that I was talking about earlier. You could have difficulty sleeping or waking up in the middle of the night, or when you wake up, you have difficulty going back to sleep. Also, you could be multitasking, and not just like two things, like multiple things, 5 or 6 things at once. Very much Uranus and Gemini already taken over and letting us feel the effects of this new energy as it's moved out of Taurus. You could also be a Gemini, a Virgo, a Sagittarius, a Pisces, or an Aquarius, or could have some significant dealings with someone with one of those signs. Okay, we're going to do the sacred geometry now. This is one of my signature reads. So I'm going to trace the sacred geometry and channel messages. If I pause while I am drawing, it's just me waiting on messages to come through. The moon could be significant. A recent full moon could have occurred. That could have ushered in some changes in your life. Or the next new moon that you experience could be significant. Following a path is coming through. path could be illuminated. I'm getting the impression that you have a more clear idea of which path to follow, which direction to go. Whereas prior months or years, it could have been very foggy or cloudy or difficult to figure out what was going on, what your next step should be, how to navigate situations. And now you have a defined path. All signs are pointing towards a particular direction. I'm seeing like arrows pointing in a certain way, and you're going that way. Also, the path could be being revealed to you in little by little steps, not the whole entire path. You get one section, just a couple of steps in front of you at a time. This is something that you should not fear, but just embrace a new beginning. Very much a faith walk. Stepping out on faith could be significant. Discovering your faith. Confirmation. Drawing closer to a methodology that is your faith. Pain is coming through. Not knowing which way to go is coming through. That could have been something that was really painful in the past. Painful decisions that you've had to make, but were very necessary. Sudden change in direction or your plans, but it's a shift towards a better direction. Just when you think you're doing one thing or going one way, the plans change, and it almost makes you think, why didn't I just wait a little bit longer? But there are no mistakes. So you may find yourself having to go back and change some plans that you made, but that's okay. Learning to be adaptable may be a theme right now. And the more adaptable that you can be, the easier things will flow. Not being so attached rigidly to a outcome of how you want something to be achieved. That could be a lesson that is being learned right now. Have a framework, but be more adaptable in how to actually achieve a goal. Be open to receiving guidance on how to achieve a goal in a way that might be outside of how you've always done things. Be open to help from other people to show you different ways to do things and learn new things. Breaking out of old patterns, habits. Also, just changing course, changing direction. You might have done something for a long time and you just completely flip and go a different direction. I literally was going around clockwise and I just started going back counterclockwise, filling in this. So knowing that you can change course and still be on track and get the outcome that you desire may be significant. The angels have a lot to say. You could be seeing a lot of angel signs from angels, like angel numbers 111, 1111, 222, 333, 444, 1010, 1212. If you don't, you should look up what these numbers mean at the time that you see them. They may have some messages for you that will help you understand some things more clearly. I do have an angel numbers book that I'm going to intuitively pick an angel number from. After the channel messages. After the sacred geometry messages. You could be doing something that requires intricate planning, a lot of details, a lot of navigating. I'm inside these little boxes and I'm just feeling like it's a lot of pieces to the puzzle that have to come together. Don't get overwhelmed by this. Take it one day at a time. Reach out and ask for help if you need to. Because sometimes you don't know what you don't know. And just talking to someone may help you to see something in a different light that may add another layer. This triangle just formed a little slice in there, so it's like sharing what you're going through with someone else may fill in a little piece of the pie. If you share that little piece of the pie, you will get more information that you need. Also, just double checking everything that you're doing, because it's so many intricacies going on right now. But everything will be fine. You'll have everything covered. Okay, now I'm going to probe this for any messages. Twist and shout is coming through. I don't know if that is like in regards to a song or a pop culture reference. I'm not sure how that's significant, but that might be significant for someone. Looking down over a situation. Now that you're outside of a situation, it may be easier to look down from above and kind of see how the situation transpired, how it led to the outcome. And that might have been hard for you to do while you were in the situation. So clarity could come after the resolution of something. Frames, picture frames, framework is coming through. Emotions, feelings. You could be looking at pictures from the past or reminiscing, and it's stirring up emotions. You could also be numb from or numbing some of your feelings about the past based on the circumstances that occurred. going with the flow is coming through, and I just took a sigh. So, and this also reminds me, I was in the store last night, and I like let out this huge sigh, and this lady turned around like she was almost offended, and I'm like, look, lady, I'm tired, okay? So you could be tired. You could just be, life has been heavy, and you really don't care what people think anymore. Yeah, that's coming through. Bananas is coming through. Maybe needing more potassium. The color yellow could be significant. Wearing the color yellow could raise your vibration or brighten your mood. It's currently springtime where I am, so this, if you're watching this presently, it could be spring where you are if you live in the northern hemisphere. Also, this is a timeless reading, so if you're watching this in the future, something could be relevant that's happening in the springtime. A big transition, like a change in career, a change in job, a move, a change in location. Confirmation on change in location. You could be moving. Even though you don't have all of the, you may not have a plan. You might have an idea of like how you want to feel, what you don't want, but you might not be able to articulate exactly what you do want or know like where the best place to go might be. But there's a message coming through that is part of the plan. The journey is allowing it to unfold without you controlling every aspect of it, every detail of it, so that things can be brought in for you that's better than what you could imagine. I'm also seeing like if you are only following a straight line, you're not allowing like excursions, side trips, other things to come in that could bring you joy or delight you. So opening yourself up to different pathways and being willing to explore different paths could really enhance your journey. Yeah, being fluid, more fluid. Less rigid, more fluid, more going with the flow. Also, be like water. This was, I don't know if that was Jackie Chan that said that. That could be significant. I need to look that up. Come on. Bruce Lee. Okay, so be like water is a philosophy popularized by Bruce Lee, emphasizing adaptability, flexibility, and formlessness to overcome life's obstacles. Yeah. Be like water. Instead of fighting against every obstacle that comes towards you, flow around it. If something is standing in your path, be like water. Instead of just fighting against it, flow around it. Yeah. Water is very strong, so surrendering and going with the flow is actually a sign of strength, not a sign of weakness or giving up. That could look like more prayer, going to God with problems instead of trying to solve every problem on your own. Literally giving the problem to God and saying, I don't know. I can't figure this out. I'm giving this to you. I'm letting it go. I'm not going to worry about it. And waiting for movement in a way that is not a result of you forcing a situation. That's probably the best way that's coming through. And then once you have further information or data, you respond, as opposed to so much action from a standpoint of, I'm going to do this list of things as a reaction to something that has happened. Sit back and wait. Give some space and allow things to unfold without you jumping straight in and doing something. Yeah. That's the messages that were coming through on the sacred geometry. I'm going to open up to the angel messages. Okay, 641. Pressing matters. Make it part of your personal system. Your angels note that with the influx of new information or resources, you have to incorporate new methods into your daily life. Make the calls, set up structure, or just redraft your routine to include this new information. So I had said Uranus and Gemini earlier. We're going to be in Uranus and Gemini, and we're going to see some significant changes in the way we communicate. This is going to be until May of 2033, so a 7-year cycle that could bring just radical changes in communication, our technology, innovation. We may see changes in platforms, how we are communicating with each other, the introduction of new platforms, also shifts in education, an overhaul of how people obtain education, changes in transportation. We are already starting to see that with the closure of Spirit Airlines, all of these changes going on with TSA, a lot of delays and shutdowns from different government systems, and them laying off staffing. Confirmation on that. So this could be a shift in progress towards faster transportation, movement away from gas-powered vehicles towards electric vehicles. It's going to be very interesting to see how things kind of change over the next couple of years in relation to that. Okay, let's get some tea leaves. Messages from the angels. That's one out there. Okay. Some stuff flew all over the place. Woman. Dealings or relationship with a woman. Okay. There could have been a situation that you had that involves another woman. Broken bridge, unsuccessful outcome to a problem. And it could have been an unsuccessful outcome. It could have been a bridge that was crossed, a line that was crossed, and then the bridge burned. We've also got chair filled. Someone new is entering your life. So as a result of that, you could be creating space for something new to come in. This also could be a marriage. We've got camel, persevere, and you will overcome problems. This is right under bridge. and successful outcome to a problem. But then you have a camel. The camel prepares for the long haul. They survive harsh conditions. They pack, what they need as far as nutrients and things to sustain them so that they can make a long journey. And this is telling you that you can overcome problems with your planning and preparation and perseverance. Crown. Honor and respect will come to you. And basket. Recognition, reward for merit. I think those kind of go hand in hand. Dolphin, financial gain, usually coming from something you did in the past. And love. So, we've got some story about a problem involving another woman that led to bridges being burned. That's going to make way for something new to come into your life. This could be in the form of financial gain, a marriage, new love. It is going to take some perseverance through some challenges on your part, but the end result is going to be honor, respect, and recognition for your hard work. I'm going to get a Work Your Light oracle to close out this reading. Messages from Work Your Light. Angels work and date us. Alright. Rama, where are you being called to journey to? I'm going to read the card for, the book for this. Okay, I lost the last part of this reading because my my camera just shuts off at 30 minutes automatically. I cannot figure out the workaround, which is so annoying. So I'm working through some technological issues. That could be significant. You could be feeling like it's Mercury retrograde and it's not Mercury retrograde. But I finally found this passage in here. This is an activation card. So Rama says, where are you being called to journey to? The Celtic word Rama means a journey of the soul, a voyage on which we don't know where we are going, but our soul knows the way. If you pulled this card, you are either being called on a soul journey or already on one. It could be to a physical, ancient place or metaphoric. When we journey to places that our soul remembers, a shift takes place, both within us and to the planet as well. You are being called to journey to a place that is sacred to your soul. Perhaps it is to journey to the world's sacred sites, or called to cross the country, climb a mountain, lie on the desert floor, or drink from an ancient well. There are places to see and old friends to meet. I see spontaneous pilgrimages in your future. If a physical voyage isn't possible, journey through the portal of your heart. Follow the invisible soul trail and be willing to explore. Maybe read a book or watch a movie about a sacred time or place. Or perhaps you are being called to study an ancient lineage or body of work. Whatever your circumstances, your soul is ready to journey deep. Hold your hand over your heart and say, may seeds of light long ago planted begin to rise. I am ready to remember ancient secrets from lands that my soul knows from times past. May I be held by the ancient lineages that my soul has served and remember that I don't have to do it alone. This is the message straight from the sacred geometry. Be willing to kind of go off of the beaten path, go with the flow, and you're going to experience significant parts of your journey. That was the message that came through. Thank you for joining me. If this message resonated with you or someone you know, hit the like button or feel free to share. I'll see you in the next message.